I've been contemplating on how I wanted to make this video. I've been procrastinating to make this video, I should say. Um, I really don't know where this is going. This obviously isn't scripted. I really don't know what I'm gonna say, except I'm just a loss for words at this time. I guess I'm just gonna tell you guys how it all started. I used to live in Arizona, and my parents split up. That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. And as they split, I saw my mom every weekend, and things started to go downhill as I stopped seeing her more and more often as she kind of just disappeared in my life. And out of nowhere, I was told I'm moving to Washington. I got stuck as a what? I was 8 years old, getting told I have to move to Washington, and I couldn't do anything about it. Well, the funny thing is, I didn't know I was moving to Washington until I was already here. I was told I was going to visit here. I had to leave behind all my friends, not getting to say goodbye. I lost everything. And it was so hard, but as a little kid, you just assume everything's going to be alright. You will fix everything because you're so little, nothing's going to happen to you. My big brother always told me that we will get through this, and he was right, we always did. We went to go visit my mom once, then the drugs started happening and she disappeared out of my life. She tried to talk to me, but what's the point of talking to someone when they can't even give you the time or give you the strength that you ask for? She left, and my big brother started becoming I don't want to say it, but a druggie. I love him with all my heart. He was the one who always stood by my side when I got in trouble. When something bad happened, he was always the one there to comfort me. Truly my best friend. And I hope he gets out of jail. Well, he started getting into drugs, leaving the house, coming home hella high, sometimes even so drunk he couldn't even walk up the stairs, and I was afraid he was gonna die. My best friend and my brother, I thought he was gonna die. My dad always kicked him out of the house, and he always ran away, wouldn't come back for days, wouldn't message me. How do you cope with that as a 12-year-old, 11-year-old? When your best friend, your brother, your family member, tearing your family apart, not blaming him, but the drugs really tore our family apart. And seeing my little brother want to be just like him and starting to do drugs with him and drinking with him, how do you think that you feel when you see your little brother so drunk he can't even walk? It's the scariest feeling I've ever had in my life. It slowly tore me apart, and I didn't know how to react because it's my family. I can't just be like, well, this is a bad person, I'm keeping them out of my lives. They're there for good until, obviously, things take an end. Well, next, my brother got sent to rehab, and I was so happy, but at the same time, I was so torn just because of the fact that my best friend was gone. I couldn't see him. And that's when it all started. This depression, this feeling. I don't even want to give it a name. I don't even want to call it depression because that's just what everyone says, like, oh, I'm depressed. But really, you're just upset because you couldn't get the new iPhone, or you're upset because you couldn't do this or that. Like, I truly have so much to live for. I have 2 TVs in my room. I have a very nice computer. I have an Xbox. I have 2 laptops. I have 2 phones. But I'm not happy. I have so many friends, but I'm not happy. There's nothing I can do or I have done that makes me feel happy. I have two grandparents trying and trying and trying to get me to go do things, but I just sit in my room. In this room, have you seen a video I've made that wasn't in my room other than when I moved? Ever since I moved, have you seen a video? I don't think so, because there isn't one. I don't leave my room except to go to school, and the sad thing is most people don't even know who I am. All my friends, you guys don't even know who I am. Anyone I've dated, anyone I've just hung out with, anyone I've come in contact with over like a game or something, there's maybe 2 or 3 of you who truly know who I am. A lot of people think I'm funny, think I'm a clown, stuff like that, but you know the funny thing is that's not me. That's the person I want people to see, so they don't see me in the background. They don't see how I truly am, because most days I just go and I lay on my bed and I'll just stare at the ceiling for days. This weekend I haven't done a single thing productive just because of the fact that I truly don't feel like life anymore. I can't remember the last time I was truly happy, because it was about 2 years ago when I truly felt like something meant something to me, and the time where I didn't feel worthless. And I truly actually just got a message before I made this video, and somebody was telling me, because I said I was damaged, and she told me, Kaylin, one of my best friends, she told me I'm not damaged, to think about it as if I was a crack, and that cracks can be fixed, and maybe I'm just a crack instead of damaged. But the thing is, with depression, you never feel like that crack. You always feel like you're the damaged. You feel like you're the hole that is endless and cannot be filled with dirt or anything else. I want to show you guys a few things that I actually felt something towards happiness. The first thing is my cousin, Kyle. He is probably one of the cutest little kids ever, and he's one of the few people to actually bring true joy to my heart, and this was a wedding we went to. He's the one in the white. If you would focus. He was one of my best friends. I got to babysit him, and he made me happy. And I'm not saying to all my friends out there who think, oh, well, I don't care. I do care about you guys. You guys are my friends. I've just been fake around you. I put on this face. All these new people I meet, I put on this face because I don't want them to see the real me. And if everyone thinks I'm funny, then when people see me like this, they're like, oh, he's just high or something. He'll be better the next day. They look past it because they're so used to seeing me be funny. And honestly, I hate it. I don't even like being funny anymore. You can ask anyone. I truly just sit there and I listen to my music. Sometimes I am funny, but that's just because I feel so sad. I'm afraid that other people are going to judge me, and I sit there and I pretend to be funny. Another thing is, I found this in my basement. This is some of the stuff that as a kid I grew up and I saved, and I want to show you guys. This is the first ever fair I went to. We got one of these like glow in the dark crab things. My dad bought it for me. I begged him and I begged him, and he finally budged in and got it for me, even though it was $6. $6 for this tiny little thing. Next, all these rubber duckies from when I was in choir, because they required it. These are all from the prizes. There's 16 of them. And before my great grandpa passed away, he gave me a glass globe, and I have never lost it or given up on it. And a tech deck I got from Christmas about 6 years ago. That's really it. But these things are just small tokens of how I truly felt back then as a kid. I loved everything. That's why it's so hard for me when people try to tell me it'll get better, because it doesn't feel like it. It's been over 5 years and I have not changed. The last 2 years ago, when I had all these new friends who were saying, bro, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get better. The funny thing is, it's not even funny, but the thing is, it doesn't get better. Because I've been sitting here asking that question over and over again in my head for years. It doesn't get better. I wish it did. I hope it does. But as of now, it doesn't get better. Like I said, I don't know where this video is going. It's already been quite a long video, but I don't feel happy. It has nothing to do with YouTube or my videos, because I rarely post, but that's just because it's not even that I don't feel like uploading. It's I don't feel like doing the work. I'm doing good in school. My grandparents are being good to me. I get all these cool things. But where's the happiness? Anyone in their right mind would look at me and say, bro, you have so much to be happy about. And some people even call me spoiled and be like, oh, you're just stubborn if you're not happy for this. But it's not something I can help. It's not something I can just be like, oh, you're right. I have so many good things happening. I'm so happy. Yay. No. I I truly can't change it. I had to call my dad. My grandparents don't even know about my depression. I had to call my dad last weekend because I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself. I felt so shitty. I had to call my dad and ask him for help because I was so scared I was gonna kill myself. I didn't even necessarily want to kill myself. I just didn't want to live. I didn't want to feel what I was feeling. I was crying my ass off. And that's something I do all the time just because of the fact that I feel so weak. I've literally lost like 12 pounds in the last month. The only reason why I haven't lost more is because I work out, so I'm gaining muscle, but I've lost so much weight because I'm not eating enough. I just, what's the point anymore? I I want to do gaming. I want to have fun with my life. How am I supposed to do that if everything I do is not good enough for me? I talk to a girl, I get really close to her. I feel like she might be the one. Nope, I feel worthless. Goodbye. Someone shows interest. Ooh, she's kind of cute. She's really smart. She's nice. Oh, but I'm not good enough. Goodbye. Oh, she has a really good body and she wants me. Hello. That's literally what everyone thinks I am like, but I'm not. I don't use girls and I don't. Everyone's saying, oh, he's a fuck boy, he's a fuck boy. But am I really? How many of you truly see how I treat girls or how I'm around girls? I may say some things, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything I say is exactly how it happened. Now, I do tell the truth when I say what happened, but I mean it as I may make it may sound bad, but it may not be as bad. Sometimes I get put as a label, and nobody should be labeled as something, no matter who they are or what they do. It's about how they react to something. If something bad happens, rate them based off of how they react to that. Not, oh, his dad's a drug addict. Yep, goodbye. Oh, his mom committed suicide. He's up next. Goodbye. I'm that's really all I have to say. I'm already at 15 minutes, but like I said, I just kind of needed to rant, even though no one really watches these anymore. I remember when I first created this channel and I made jokes on it about my teachers, and everyone loved it. Everyone told me to make more. You want to hear some rants about my new teachers? Mr. Germanis, my math teacher. He's a great guy, the nicest teacher. He's really smart and he helps me with my work. Miss Dorvik, my avid teacher. Probably the nicest lady I've ever met in my life. She helps me a lot with school and personal problems. Mr. Kelly, auto shop teacher. He is so funny and one of the nicest teachers I've met in a while. Mr. Gustin, very quiet and I hope his surgery goes well. Very intelligent and I'm glad I have him for anatomy. Miss Piles, you are too nice, I'm sorry. There is a cap point to when you should stop. And I think you are too nice and people take advantage of that. I think you need more ground rules. You need to be firm with everyone. Other than that, you are one of my favorite teachers. The thing is, I don't have rants because all my teachers are so nice and so helpful. I haven't felt this before. My last math teacher, he's a fucking idiot. Before that, my math teacher was, I don't even remember. And before that, I had a teacher who was retiring also, and she just sat on her fucking iPad playing fucking I don't know. But I really have a good life. So please don't think I'm just being stubborn or anything because I don't feel happiness. It's nothing to do with you guys. Nothing to do with anyone. It's just how I feel. And when it starts to tear a hole in you, it's almost like the hole is too big to fix, too big to sew up, too big to stitch. Where you feel like everything's just pouring out of your chest. And sometimes you just want to grasp onto the closest person and not let go. And I lost the person I could do that to. I lost him. He's gone. I hope you guys do all enjoy, and sorry I had to put this out. Have a good day. Peace out.